Hi team, it's Eva. It's the first draft of the prototype. The video will not have audio. Eventually, I will try to speak to the video during the presentation, but just to explain what you're seeing, I decided to record the audio. So, to start the story, we'll be talking about Jimmy, who is arriving at his science class at 11:30. He logs in to his iColab table, and he sees this bento box-like layout, which he can fill in with the modules from his menu. So he pulls out his menu. He is identified as himself, and he sees the list of available modules. The science class is going to happen now, so he drags the module to the largest box where it appears. He decides to populate the second box with his notes module, and the third box with the lunch menu. Again, he drags it and it appears in the third compartment of his bento box like interface. The teacher starts explaining starts talking about bones in the human body, since this is a subject of the science class today. She goes through the agenda, then she presents some slides about bones, what the bones are made of, and what the bones are. And after she finished explaining what the bones are, she invites everybody to participate in the class project called Guess the Ribs. And Johnny is invited to join in as one of the first ones. He he is being presented with this beautiful 3D model of the human skeleton, which he can fully interact with. He can zoom in and out, he can rotate it, he can see it from all possible angles. He is trying to interact with it to count the ribs and answer the question that the teacher asked: how many pairs of ribs do humans have? He sees that there have been already 3 students who answered that question. He counted 7. He types it in, and then with a sweeping motion he swipes away the screen. He arrives back to his interface, but when he looks back at his available list of modules, he actually sees the iColab module, which he decides to use to replace his lunch module. He sees that there is 2 more coming up, the biggest bone and the name 3 bones. He already answered the guessed ribs, but he is waiting for another 2 to arrive as the children are swiping the results between each other. And that completes the flow for Jimmy. And the next flow to come will be Jimmy's mom. Please let me know what you think about this one. If there are any improvements that you see, I'm sorry if I sound sleepy, it's really late, but I promise to sound a lot more excited during the presentation. Good night.